Did you see the Equalizer? It was the season finale. It was short but still fire. They have messed with the wrong one and they have awakened the beast, and Robin is not the one to be played with. And she gonna bring down every criminal organization. It is a good day in the neighborhood. The sun is out. It's beautiful. It's shining. You have Delilah and her friends walking in the neighborhood. They laughing and giggling at the same time. And they talking and having a good time. And the girls thank Jason for bringing them to the neighborhood. And you see a black van coming down, cruising down the street. And the man opened the door and started blazing. Brrr, brrr, and he hit some guys. And the kids ducked for cover. And when Delilah seen, Jason was also hit by the bullets. Okay? So Jason is on the ground, bleeding out, can't breathe. Delilah is panicking and screaming, "Call 911, somebody! Call 911!" I like, Delilah don't have a phone to pick up to call 911. I know when tragic events happen, a lot of people don't think. But girl, I like, where's your phone? Use your own phone to call 911. And you know, in the hood, the 911, the ambulance take mad long to come. First of all, when you call 911 for an ambulance, they take forever to come. So you might as well be dead, laying on the sidewalk by the time the ambulance come, okay? So we're at the hospital and you see Robin rushing, panicking, like she like, what is going on? And she sees her daughter. Her daughter is crying and she apologized to her mom. She said, "I'm sorry, Mom, because we cut school." And at this point, Robin is not thinking about that. She said it's okay, and she is comforting her daughter. She is having sympathy for her daughter because her daughter witnessed her friend get shot. And I know no kid want to witness that, their friend getting shot. Nobody really want to see that at the end of the day. But these real events do happen in real life. And then you have her friend Tori mother Samantha saying, "I told you, why would you be in that neighborhood? You know that neighborhood is no good. Why would you be there?" And Tori mother ain't showing no sympathy. And she is coming down hard on Tori. And not having no sympathy for the boy being shot, who's laying up in the hospital bed, okay? So you have Delilah, other friend that's a male, giving a description of the shooter who's white with a ponytail, and that's all he can remember. Because really, the kid is really traumatized. So that's all he can remember. So I was saying, this scene makes so much sense why Dante is so hard and he is so adamant of going after Robin. But I don't know why I thought Dante's father died in the line of duty. The way he talked about him, it made it seem like he was dead. I don't know. That's the impression I got from the other scene. I thought Dante's father was a good cop who died in the line of duty. That's what I thought. I don't know why I thought that, but that's what I thought. And Dante visits his father in prison. Okay? Dante is soul searching. He is confused as a cop at this point. He don't know what to do and he is lost. He is coming to his father for answers. And his fathers know this. He said, "You're searching because you don't know what's right from wrong as a cop." The father know is about the vigilante because people is talking to him, okay? He said he have connections, and even though he's inside of prison, he is still got his ears to the street and he can find out information, okay? So when he says that, that proves to you everybody talks. Everybody talks, okay? So I don't want to hear about no snitching, that everybody be talking, okay? So Dante asks his father questions about why did he do what he did as a cop. And the father is feeling salty against drug dealers, criminals, okay? He like, I'm making $70,000 in a pension and we wearing cheap armor. You have these drug dealers making more than 70 grand, okay? And they have AR-15s. Wait, they could pierce their body armor if they want to. Like, the father saying that the criminals have top-notch equipment, okay? They get the best of the best on these streets, alright? And he like, it's not fair. And the father is basically playing Robin Hood. He's robbing from the criminals and putting the money in the police pockets. And I said it's really not like Robin Hood because his father is also doing other things. He is also not just taking money from the criminals. He is setting murders on them. I like, hold up. First of all, when it comes to setting up, I don't believe in setting nobody up, whether it's a criminal or a police officer, okay? I don't believe in setting no one up. I believe if a person committed a crime and they did the crime, they should definitely do the time. I don't believe in stacking up fake charges on people who did not commit that crime. That is definitely a no-no. And this goes to show you that the government is cheap. They cheat. They don't like to pay their employees. They cheat. Because I always heard the city pays more, but they don't have good benefits. And I always heard the state don't pay, but they have better benefits than the city. I always heard that the government are cheap employers, okay? And Dante want to know, why did he do it? He said, did you really do it for us or you did it for you? He said, what I did was for my family, okay? He said, what I did paid for your life. And he said, there are no gray areas with this. And I said, Dante can't be really that confused. I said, his father is a corrupted cop who plotted against people. He is nothing like Robin. Robin is taking down criminals for crimes they are committing and saving the lives of people and reuniting them with their family. She is not plotting against these criminals, okay? She is actually cleaning up the street even though she don't wear a badge, okay? And this is what I love about Robin, okay? And she has sympathy for people. She give people a chance to redo their life, okay? Have another fresh start. And that's what I also like about Robin. And the father also says you have to decide on how are you going to get your justice. And he said it's them that belong in handcuffs, not us. You should have seen Dante's face. His eyes was all watery. It's like he couldn't see or believe what he was hearing from his father. He was just left even more confused. And this explains why Dante always want to be the good cop. Because he don't want to be nothing like his father. But him being a good cop is actually making him be a bad cop. Because Dante ain't doing nothing right because he trying to be so good. I'm just saying it. And this scene was an eye-opener to why he was so adamant to bring down Robin. So I thought, I'm glad the writer gave a backstory to that. That was good to see. I said this is a good question because this got me to wonder, what do the police officers do with the money and drugs that they seize from the criminals? Once they keep it into evidence and go through the courts, where do the drugs and money go? I'm just saying an example. What if a cop sees $1 million from a criminal? What do they do with it? What do they do with the $1 million money? That's the question. After a while, they keep the money for themselves? Or it goes to the state? I don't know. That's a good question. Do anybody know the answer to that? After the evidence of money and drugs gets seized, Where do all this stuff go afterwards? I'm just saying, I'm wondering, okay? Where do it go? So we're back at the hospital. Jason's mother comes up demanding answers. She want to know what is going on. Why is her son in the hospital? And nobody is really telling her anything. And Robin comes up to her and asks her what they say. They say they're not telling her anything. And Nicole tells her story on how she wanted her son to get out the hood and go to a better school. This is the reason why she sent her son to a better school, so he won't be getting shot and stuff like that. And she tells the story how Delilah was good to her son when he first transitioned to that school, because he was nervous and he really didn't know nobody. And Delilah became his first friend at that school. And I thought that was beautiful. And to me, I think Delilah has the heart of her mother. They both have the same kind of heart. They caring for people and they fight on people's behalf, okay? And I say this, you cannot avoid from getting shot. You could live in the suburbs, you could live in the hood, you could be minding your business and you could still get shot. You could be in your home and still get shot. You cannot avoid that. All I can say is that you could pray that God keep you from all harm and danger, seen and unseen. That's all I can say about that. When you walk in the street, the Lord can protect you and cover you under the blood, and you have to go about your day. But you're not really safe anywhere in this world, okay? You could be walking down the street and something can happen. You know what I'm saying? But I said this is a lesson for all students. If you're supposed to be in school, go to school. I know everybody want to cut school and have fun. I know we all done it. And probably nothing happened. But how can you explain to your mother and father that you got murdered and that's not where you were supposed to be? You were supposed to be in school. So that means if Jason was in school, he would have never got shot. Robbins actually comforts the mother. She said, if you need anything, day or night, I am here. And I like that. And I said, Tori mother Samantha is being annoying, saying small, nasty comments, which I don't like and nobody else like. Okay? The doctor actually comes out. The mother is screaming. She is demanding answers. Is my son gonna live? And the doctor tells her, your son is in ICU. He have damaged wounds and tissue. And all she want to know is my son gonna live. And the doctor tells her, we do not know. So, at this point, Jason is on life support. Robin puts Delilah to bed and come downstairs, and Invite asks her how she's doing. Delilah is traumatized by the event of her friend getting shot, okay? And she asks Invite, how is Jason's mother doing? And she empathizes and can't imagine how the Jason's mother feels of her son getting shot. And Robin feel like she got to do something quick. And Invite really don't want her to get involved with it. She wants the police to handle it. And Robin says, we cannot wait for the police. They can't even protect their own names, okay? How the hell are we going to wait for the police? And let me tell you, Robin is not having none of it, okay? Robin has a look in her eye and she is on a mission. She's on a mission to get whoever did this. I like that look in her eye. I'm scared. I'm scared what's going to happen, child. I like Robin got me shook and scared, child. I like, they waking the beast, which they should have never did. Robin goes to her team. Melody apologizes for what Delilah is going through and asks her how is she holding up and how is Robin holding up. And Robin want revenge, okay? She said, I almost lost my baby. And her friend is laying up in the hospital. She like, are you kidding me? These criminals is bringing this to the street of civilians and killing innocent children, trying to hurt the lives of civilians. on the street of their neighborhood. Yo, Robin was furious, honey. She was furious. She was furious. Harry is on it. He like, the police ain't got no information. They don't got no video of the shooter. But he has the ID of the second victim. And his name is Alejandro Molina. Okay? And he is part of the Molina cartel. Alright? He is the lieutenant of the Molina cartel, who got dropped in broad daylight. Wow. That shows you anybody can get got at any time. That shows you anybody can get got at any time, any place, anyway. So Melody is like, somebody knows something. If the Molina cartel has a beef with somebody know who killed Alejandro. Alright? And Harry is like, let them go at it with each other and stay out of it. Robin says she cannot afford to do that because a lot of civilians is going to die if this happens. Alright? So she is going to get involved in this because they put her in it. Robin has this crazy look in her eye. And Melody and Harry is wondering how are she going to have the cartels give up information. And she said they going to give it up. Okay? If I'm coming for the information, they gonna give up the information. She is not playing. Okay? Okay? I be scared right now. I'm scared now. Okay? I'm scared. What's gonna happen next? Delilah is having nightmares. She has woken up in cold sweat, screaming of the imagery of the shooting and the body laying on the ground. And Aunt Vi comes in and consoles her. She says, I am here. She asks where her mama is. And she tells her Robert is at the hospital with Jason's mother. And at this point, Delilah really wanted her mother to be there to console her instead of Aunt Vi. And I said, this events like this happen all the time in the hood. Kids witness these things all the time. I said, unfortunately, they don't have parents that can do what Robin does. Sometimes children have to get in their bed every night having these imageries in their head. And they lay in their bed in silence. Don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you see why kids turn to lean, weed, or selling their bodies and stuff like this. Because that's just the reality of it all, okay? Some kids can't get the help to help them heal from the trauma of what they see in their neighborhood. We're at a warehouse and you see all the Spanish guys clocking their guns. And here you come, Robin having a man tied up. And Robin has an explosive to this man, okay? She got an explosive tied to this man. And she's asking who's in charge. And everybody have their weapons drawn as she has one of their crewmen hostage. And one man steps forward. We're at a warehouse. All you see is the Spanish men clocking their weapons. And you hear Robin coming in with one of their crewmen tied up with an explosive to him. Everybody got their weapons drawn on her. And everybody is on edge. She asking questions. Who's in charge? Okay? And who killed Alejandro Molina? And one guy steps up and he said, why don't you piss off? And then she shot him in the leg. She got him in the leg. And he's screaming, ow, ow, ow. I'm sorry. That was funny. I ain't even saying ouch. So another man pull up. He like, you got my attention. Who are you? She said, I'm a concerned citizen. And I want answers. Okay? This don't have to go any other way. Just give me what I want. You know what I'm saying? She don't want to cross the Molina cartel. All she want is the answers she come to seek for. That's all she want. She don't get what she want. She about to destroy and redecorate the whole warehouse. I said, oh Lord. not redecorating the warehouse. In my mind, I thought it was going to go a different way. Okay? I thought she was going to ask questions and they was going to give resistance. Oh, no, they didn't give no resistance. Because people said the cartel is the baddest. See, I don't know. Cause I'm not part of these things, these criminal activities, events. Okay? I don't be a part of these. But that's what they say. They said the cartels or the baddies. That's what they say. I don't know. So I'm thinking these people gonna give resistance, even though one of their means is have an explosive tie to them. Okay, she asked them questions. The men answer her questions. I'm thinking it's gonna go another way. I'm thinking he gonna say, "Do what you gotta do." I don't care nothing about that man, so blow him up. I'm thinking he gonna say, I don't give a damn. You come interfere with my business. We have a problem now. But I don't answer none of your questions. We gonna handle this. This is what I'm thinking he's gonna do. I didn't know the cartels give out information so easily. Okay? Even if they're the explosives to their men. I thought they were gonna have a blowout. The thing was gonna explode and all this. None of that happened. The man telling the Bernard 7 had to do with the killing of Alejandro Molina. And Robin is like the European crime syndicate. I don't know what the hell that is. And he tell them that they was interested in taking over their distribution, but they was not interested. And I guess they didn't handle the rejection well, and they retaliated and took out one of their men. The man also mentioned that somebody seized his shipment at a dock. That's when things started getting heavy, when their shipment got seized. And Robin noticed a door. And she says, open up that door. Open up the door. They have one of the shooter's girlfriend tied up. Robin tells him to tie her down because she don't know where that man is. So when she tied them down, Robin asked the girlfriend before she escaped, do you know where your mans be? And the lady said no. She said, I believe you, get out of here. Yo, Robin was on it. She had a tracking on the lady. The lady went right to her mans, son. She went straight to the mans. You know what I'm saying? And Robin was right there across the street looking at this woman go to her mans. Robin calls Detective Dante and she said, we gonna do it your way. She said, I have the shooter. And I want the family to get justice. Alright? So, Dante took a while before he answered. He said yes, because he was very hesitant. I said, Dante is still fighting the demons between good and evil as a cop. That's still weighing heavy on his heart right now. So, when the cops gets to the shooter's house, he is tied down to a chair. First of all, Robin got there before them. Because Dante was shocked the man was tied down to a chair. Lord have mercy. I said Robin still do her thing, okay? She don't play. She made sure that man did not go nowhere and the cops got that man. So the cops is walking this man out in custody. He is in custody of the police. I feel like Robin tying down the shooter down to the chair was for Dante's safety. Because Dante is a cop that's not ready for this type of action. And it is to prevent him also from getting hurt on the job. So I'm glad that Robin got to the shooter first. Because if a shootout was to happen between Dante and the shooter, I don't think Dante is ready for that. Robin goes home and checks on her daughter. And she apologized to Delilah for not being there. And she holds her daughter close because she knows her daughter is going through a lot. And she wasn't really there when she woke up earlier. So She like, mama is here now. Mama is here, okay? I'm here with you, and I'm going to stick with you. I said it is morning time, and Vi picks up the phone, and it's the police on the phone. They say they got the shooter in custody. She tells Robin. Robin already noticed because she's the one that got the shooter. And Vi just figured this out. You probably already knew. And they want Delilah and her parent to come down to the station to identify the shooter. You know Robin can't go down there because they already know who she is. And Vi said, don't tell me you wanted by the police. Robin is like, wanted is a strong word. Okay, that's a strong word. So she want Aunt Vi to take Delilah to Delilah. And Delilah actually want her mother to go. Somehow they actually convince her to have Aunt Vi take her down to the station. But at this point, Delilah is figuring out something is up. Something is not right between her mother but at this point, since the tragedy is happening, she gonna let it go because she been through a lot. So she not gonna really press that issue. But I think Delilah is sensing that something is up with her mom. So Delilah and Vi goes down to the station. Dante has them in a room and everybody is lined up. He convinced them to say this is confidential and they cannot see you. So Delilah gives her ID. She identified the shooter and she says, I will never forget that face ever in my life. And she is positive that is the shooter. So by the time Aunt Vi and Delilah get home, Robin is talking to Delilah. She said, I'm proud of you and it was very brave of you to do what you did. Delilah gets a call and the voice is the sky. They like, I know you came down to the station to identify me. Retract your statement or it's going to be some craziness going on. Delilah went into panic mode. She like, Ma, how did they get my number? How they know where I live? Now Delilah is panicking and worrying. And Robin is like, who is this? Who is this? Child, I cannot. When the cops say they can protect you, they cannot. They cannot. They cannot protect you, late. So it's showing you that they have a leak in their office. Because how did the man know? And the man was able to post bail. Yo, that is crazy. These police officers be leaking information about witnesses and everything, son. Oh my God. Robin is in shock that her daughter's life is in jeopardy with the Brigada 7. Now they even made Robin even more furious. Because now they doing direct threats to her daughter at this point. Like Robin is furious because they doing direct threats to her daughter now. Now all bets is off. They wanted to start a war. Now a war they gonna have on their hands. And I said have mercy on their soul. Dante is furious on how their identity got compromised. I like, you really shot Dante? Dante really shot her. The boss is not really surprised. He said, let the eternal fears handle it. He like, I promised them confidentiality. How did their information get leaked? And the boss is not really upset about this. Okay, he just not. And Dante is like, how we supposed to do our job if we getting cut down by our own people? Now he beginning to see what his father is saying. He beginning to see that there are gray areas with this cop thing. It's gray area. And Dante got to figure out, like, what is he going to do on the other end? Is he going to do it by the law, by the book? Or he going to have to compromise his morals in and just do what he got to do. Robin is with her team now again. Harry and Melody is furious. They like a war they want, a war they gonna get. Robin is like they mess with the wrong one. Melody like they damn right. I like, you know it's gonna be popping. You know it's gonna be popping. You know that Melody is Robin right hand man. Those two gonna take down the whoever wanna get taken down. They gonna take them down. So they wanna know who's in charge of the Beguine 7. And they find out a guy named Victor is in charge. But there's really no proof that he's connected to them, okay? And 15 years ago, he was a central intelligence for the Ukraine and the Russians, okay? At this point, they need to find out who is Victor's informant. Who dropped the dime to seize the Millennium Cartel's shipment. So they need to find that out. Once they get to that person gonna tell them what they need to know. So Robin is heading out, and Melody wanna know where she going. She said, I'm going the head of the snake. Alright? So she going directly to Victor. Yo, Robin came walking into that restaurant like a boat. She ain't asked no questions. She sat down. She said, I'm gonna tell you how this gonna go. She said, you gonna tell that man to plead guilty and leave the victims alone. And Victor is all calm and smooth. He like, even if I know what you're talking about, why would I do that? And she tells her about a story about her being in the military. Okay, Robin says Bucharest 2012, right? You heard about those Americans being found? Well, I'm that person, okay? And Victor don't seem bothered by it. Okay, Victor don't seem bothered by it. Let me tell you, Robin got up like a boss that she is, okay? And Victor tell one of his mans to get on it. She said, research who this person is and what she got to get. Why is she involved with these? It start with Bucharest 2012, alright? So at this point, Victor's a little bit scared. Because he don't know who this woman is coming to her. And how she know all this information and what's her involvement. So he gonna do her research on her so he can prepare for the war. Harry calls Robin and Robin is in the car. And she tells him Victor did not listen. The man did not plead guilty and he's out on bail. I like that's crazy. That's very crazy. At the end of the day, she like a hard head make a soft behind. Basically, that's what she said. Cause he gonna learn today that he do what she say. Okay? It's not the other way. If I tell you to do something, you do it. That's it. Robin meets Dante at the pier. Cause she wanna know who the informant is. And Dante like, I can't compromise that. I'm a cop. I can't compromise that, okay? I can't give you that information. And she like, there's a 15-year-old boy fighting for his life. His shooter just made bail. How is that justice? How is that justice? And this young kid is fighting for his life. Dante is just standing there like a lost soul. And he actually visited the kid in the hospital. And then he looked at his phone and saw his two boys. And then he called Robin and gave the name of the informant. I guess this is what his father was talking about, the gray areas. If you want to go get justice, what length are you willing to go? Are you going to go down the wrong road or are you going to go down the right road? So Dante tell him the informant name is Rodney Thompson, a dock worker at New York. Robin wastes no time. Rodney gets into the apartment and he is welcome to a punch to the face. He fell out to the floor. Damn, he gone, he out. And all you see is Rodney is tied to the chair. Yo, that was crazy, right? And she has water boiling on the stove. And she want answers. He do not want to give the answers. He like, they going to kill me. She said, it's not what I'm about to do to you right now. So either way, Rodney is going to be dead. Either he going to be dead by the crime family or by Robin. Alright? Because she got the water boiling and she got something like some gas going towards the heat of the stove. And every time the temperature rises, he is going to melt. He literally is going to melt. His skin is going to come off. I like, this is some form of torture she is doing to him to get that information. And I say, in this world, we all going to have to go through length. What length are we willing to go through to seek justice against the crimes that are committed against us? Are we going to be still and be quiet? Or are we going to make some noise and rattle? And like, you want to go to war? A war you want? A war it shall be. I just want to say thank you for listening and thank you for watching.